Sure. Hi, my name's Tom. I DJ as Hot Tub Time Machine. It's the best party ever.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Your upcoming Can't Stop tour promises an epic time traveling dance party with music from 1962 to 2025. What's the creative process behind selecting the tracks for a show that spans so many decades?
It starts a long time away from the gigs.
Mhm.
I always have a note in my phone of just songs I like, songs I hear, songs I heard other DJs play and that have done something. And this list is just massive. And
Yeah.
so I go through that and then I put a year next to every song. I need to find out what year that song was from. And then I chuck them all into Serato, sort them by year. And then
Mm.
I'm looking for combinations of songs. I'm looking for songs that, have a similar BPM that would mix really well together. I'm trying to represent every genre. I'm trying to, and I'm also trying to make an energy build throughout the whole set and through each decade.
Yeah.
So I find those little songs and then I combine them with the songs that I know work because I've been doing this for 15 years and there's a hot dub set that people love. And there's some moments that I do that if I don't do, people get upset. So it's about like including those moments with the new ones. And yeah, it's a anxiety nightmare of a couple of months of prep of doing that kind of stuff. I find it really, really difficult. Sometimes you'll be like for days just trying to find something, and then all of a sudden, like last year on the tour, I was really wanted to play Born Slippy, but I
Yes.
just couldn't find it interesting. And it's a really long. I've always got my crowd in mind,
Mhm.
and they're not all Underworld fans. But yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, Foo Fighters, how can I make that work? And I found an a cappella of Learn to Fly and then put that, and I was just like, and so there was like days of misery, and I came up with that
Oh.
moment, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Wow, a lot more goes into it than one would think. I mean, obviously, you know what's funny about that Born Slippy song as well? Is it that main song that everyone knows that you're talking about? I used it for a Instagram reel of mine, and I had the same issue of like the song's so long, but finding the best bit to select of where it starts in the middle. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, but
Totally. Well, that
yeah,
song, that song is like all about the riff, isn't it? The opening
yeah,
riff. It's the moment in Train Spotting when people first heard it. It's the moment at the rave because it's a breakdown.
that's
And
it.
it's like dun 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 dun. And
Yeah,
so yeah, I have a theory that like almost every song has like one good idea or two good ideas that the people who made it
yeah,
made. Like, and so I like to find those ideas within the song as well. Like
yes.
I don't need to hear a second verse that sounds exactly like the first verse. But if the bridge is a great idea as well, then I want to hear those two things. So
Yeah, definitely. It's getting that right snippet of the best of it, I think.
yeah,
That's what you do.
finding the what makes that song awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And what's your personal favorite era or genre that you, yeah, enjoyed?
I guess like all DJs, the 70s is kind of the heart of the music that we love. And it's so fun to DJ the 70s because obviously disco and dance music, but also the disco at that time wasn't gridded. So it's really quite hard and a challenge to make those songs sit together. But also 70s rock. I listen to a lot of Australian rock from that, AC/DC obviously, but also Stevie Wright. There's a sound that Australian rock had in the 70s by a couple of producers, and it just sounds like butter to me. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, awesome. And after performing at iconic festivals like Coachella and Tomorrowland, what keeps you excited about taking your one-of-a-kind show to a smaller, more intimate venue, such as like in cities like Hobart or Christchurch?
I love the travel. Honestly, I love that as a part of this job. Like it is just so fun. I didn't become a professional DJ till I was 35. So I don't take it for granted. And
Yeah.
it's so rad going to a place like Christchurch where I do know I have some friends there and stuff, but I haven't played many shows there. It's such an interesting place. And Hobart's awesome. Yeah, it is fun playing. I guess it's fun breaking new ground
Yeah.
because there's some in places like Sydney, Adelaide, Edinburgh, London, there's people there who've seen me over 30 times. And
Yeah.
so navigating that is hard because I've always got to give them something new.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, they don't know who the hell I am. It's wonderful. It's not. It's only like a 2 hour flight away, and they've never heard of me. So
Yeah.
people keep coming to my shows, and so it's like fresh meat.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's it. Um, if, oh, sorry. Oh, if you could have any celebrity, past or present, join you on stage for a hot dub time machine show, who would you choose and why?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I've never been asked that before.
Oh, good.
Yeah, nice one. Celebrity. Well, obviously, to have to be a singer. Like I'm a real. I love singers.
Yeah.
So on my bigger shows, I'm always bringing my favorite singers with me
Mhm.
because there's something about the goosebumps on your arm when you hear someone who can really shred, someone who's got an incredible voice. And I've always loved female singers. I have a mix on SoundCloud that I made before Hot Dub, like 15 years ago, called Divas, where I listed all of them. It starts with like Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan, then goes Aretha Franklin. It was just after Amy Winehouse
Mhm.
died, who I was really obsessed with. So I was trying to draw a line between Ella Fitzgerald and Amy Winehouse through these singers. So yeah, it's a long answer to a simple question, but it'd be like some combination of Aretha Franklin, Amy Winehouse, and Sia.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a lineup indeed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well,
I
that's the
really,
joy of DJing, though. I can
yeah,
play all those songs. Like that can happen at Hot Dub Time Machine that I do play.
yeah.
Aretha Franklin, Sia, and Amy Winehouse, and you get to hear it on a massive sound system.
Yeah, I've got to give props to you too because you're showing that female representation in the music industry, and we just need so much more of it. So good on you for doing that. It's funny, I looked at my own music tastes recently, and I found that unfortunately, a lot of the bands and artists that I like were male fronted. So I've been really trying to get into more female. There's some amazing female singers, obviously, and performers. So good
That's
on you for
interesting.
showing more of that.
It's interesting. I mean, you like what you like in the end,
Yeah,
but generally, yeah, generally, I just female singers are kind of my thing
yeah,
and always have been.
yeah.
It just, yeah.
That's good. Good to hear. You've built a reputation for hosting the best party ever. What does that title mean to you, and how do you maintain that high energy atmosphere every night?
Yeah, the best party ever is it was a tagline that was given to me in in back in my first year in Edinburgh at the Edinburgh Fringe, which is where I kind of started off doing these fringe festivals, and I was doing 4 days a week, 3 hour shows for the month, and it was really hard going. No one came initially, but gradually it built up,
Yeah.
and then on the last week it was just sold out in this little 200 capacity venue and sweat's dripping from the ceiling. And there were kids selling my merch they made their own merch and sold it from the crepe van next door. And it
Oh.
was just this unique vibe. And I used to have these power up buttons that I would hit, the company with the visuals.
Mhm.
And one of them was best party ever. And I like hit on that last night. And on the last day of the run, like everyone chanted like best party ever, best party ever. And I was just like,
That's
it was a
it.
real transformational moment in my life, and
Yeah.
going, oh, this can work. This could be my life. This is the best party ever. And so from then on, I just like I try to not take a night off, and I never want to hear that the singer or band I'm singing is tired, or that they feel like the crowd isn't good. I hate it when you see a band and you can tell that they think they're too good for it.
Yeah.
Like that's never fucking happening with me. Every show is the best party ever, and I think that it's kind of your job as the performer to say that you are the most beautiful crowd I've ever had. This
Yeah.
is that's what I want to feel on a night out, and so that's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And well, speaking of unwinding, not getting tired or exhausted, well, probably exhausted, but how do you unwind after a big set?
Well, I don't drink anymore, so it's been almost 4.5 years off the booze. It used to be that I would get sideways drunk and go to an after party and just kick on. And I don't regret those days. I had a lot of fun, but it's certainly very different now. These days, I just like to talk to people. I like to talk to friends. I love having close friends at a show, and also after every show, I'll go down to the front row, and there's always some people who've seen me heaps of times, and I love having those chats.
Yeah.
And then I just sit in my hotel room, play computer games till I pass out. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun life.
No, that's awesome. And I think it helps you obviously to put on the best show, say if you've got another show the next night or whatever, that really does help you if you're not, getting wasted after every night.
I don't know. I used to do it though. I used to just like kick on.
Gee.
But my GP the other day, I was complaining about some mild ailment and explaining my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I used to do it. I used to do like 5 or 6
Yeah.
shows a week and stuff. And he goes, yeah, but you were also 36. You're now 46. So
Yeah, no,
it's
feels
different.
over the age of 30, and I need Denker up at every gig I attend. As someone who's taken the party across the globe, what's one place or city you haven't performed in yet that's on your bucket list, and why?
Oh, there's so many. I like, and it is, I think I'm coming to terms with the fact that perhaps that time in my life and career might be behind me.
Oh
Like
no.
I am also, because my kids are older, they need me around a lot more. I'm not willing to go somewhere and not be paid for it.
Yeah.
If I'm away from home, it needs to be worthwhile. So, you know, it's pretty bloody unlikely I'm going to go to Brazil and play over there. So, and yeah, but I gave it a good shot. I toured America and stuff like that. Places I'd like to play but haven't. I got offered a gig in the Orkney Islands, which is like way north of the UK. So it's like there's Scotland, and then there's the Orkneys, and then there's the Hebrides, and they actually have a festival in the Orkneys. And I got offered it in like 2017, and at the time I was like, get me gigs further south. I'm already big in Scotland. I
Yeah.
don't want to go further north. Where are we going to end up? I'm going to be in freaking Greenland or.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you idiot! You should have taken the gig in the Orkneys, because it's like, what an incredible place to visit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I can't actually. I've never heard of it. Is it, I imagine, just some rural sort of seaside island?
Oh, they're spectacular. Like
Yeah.
Scotland is unbelievable. So Isle of Skye, all that crazy scenery. The Orkneys is like, it's just even further north, so it's even wilder. But
Wow.
there's actually quite a big oil industry. People live up there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
that'd
crazy.
be rad.
Yeah. What's one track or moment in your show that you know is guaranteed to get the crowd hyped, no matter what city or country you're in?
Well, that's kind of my job to find those moments.
Yeah.
So I have hours of them on my computer. I like finding the songs that will unify a crowd anywhere. Main
Yeah.
differences between places are, Americans like hip hop way more than English people do.
Yeah.
Australians are kind of in the middle. New Zealanders, there's a whole world that they like. But the things that unify them all, September, Earth, Wind and Fire,
Mhm.
Jump Around, House of Pain, Sandstorm. Like these songs transcend boundaries, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They certainly do. Um, And lastly, this tour is spanning across 3 countries, Australia, New Zealand, and Bali. What's different about the energy and vibe you experience from crowds in these regions?
Yeah, as I say, there's a slightly different musical knowledge and musical history between all those places, and
Yeah.
I love that. That's a fun challenge. It's so fun turning up to somewhere and trying to work out what to play.
Yeah, beautiful. Tom, it's been such a pleasure speaking to such an Aussie legend. We can't wait for the tour. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.